Okay, so basically our center is a second floor, entire second floor of this building 103. So I can slowly show you. So we have some chemistry relevant to set up. So we can do many of chemical synthesis lab here. So that's the one. And then also here we have a DNA synthesis equipment, and as well as analyzing all those synthesized DNA, and even we can incorporate some damage in it. Then again, this is a chemistry lab, so we synthesize some of the chemical that we study here. Then some of the researchers are doing some research. So this is a one part of our lab, and maybe we can go the other directions. So all these are the posters that we presented in the different conferences and meetings, etc. So we actually show all of these. And then here we have this is a more like a data analysis office. What that means is that we have a little powerful computer set, and we can use those computers to analyze the protein structures and then how the small molecule binds there, and all those things can be done here computationally. And also we have a little bit dangerous room, that radiation room, because we label DNA sometimes with the radiation molecules. So therefore we have a special permit to use these places. And also we have a X-ray radiator and all those, the DNA damaging the radiator here too. Okay. Then this is some common area. So we have many freezers. So because we have so many cells, so many protein, so many things. So all the freezer actually, they have all those freezer. And then we have many equipment that we are using. So we are culturing bacteria, yeasts, and as well as some of the insect cell. So those are the equipment for doing those. Okay. And we have another side here. So it's our center logo. Okay. Right, center logo here.
Is it okay?
Okay. Here. Okay, sure. Why not? Okay. And then also, we really think that our members have some relaxing time. So this is a relaxation room, so they can have a lunch, dinner, whatever they want. And then, so this is designated for every employee. They can even sleep that far. Okay. And then, so this is a publication that our center has done. So some of them I mentioned, like a PNAS, Nature Communication, and Nature Cell Biology. And then in particular, our field is evaluated this nucleic acid research. So all this nucleic acid research is about how the DNA metabolism field is moving on. So we published so many of them. And in here.
Then maybe among this one, which one is your favorite?
Oh, everything is important. Yeah, but I don't know.
But one must be more important.
So this one is the Cinderella paper that I just mentioned, that the new way to the treating cancer cell. So that's quite exciting things that we have done. And then the other one that I told you about is that PCNA is somewhere here. So this one is about the PCNA, how the PCNA is actually regulated on the DNA. So those are the very exciting stories that we have been studying. Okay. Then here's a confocal microscope. So we have a very high resolution microscopy, and actually we have four of them. So one here on the other room next to it, and we have two more. And we can actually monitor the old cells, actually how the DNA repair is doing, and all those with this microscopy here. And then, so we have been doing annual conferences. So we have done almost every year. Actually, we invite the internationally renowned speakers and then do the conference. We have more in there. So, and actually we are going to have another international conference only on May in UNIST campus. So that are open to everybody. So if anybody is interested in, feel free.
Maybe for anyone who is going to watch this one, how can they know the real date? Or if you could tell us the real date?
Oh yeah, it'll be advertised as a poster in entire campus. Okay. And this is another room that actually sorting the cells. So we learned about that cell cycle in last class. So we can actually sorting cells depending on the cell cycle, G1, S, G2, M phase, and then looking for the specific DNA repair capacity in different cell cycle. So all those things can happen in here. And then this is the mass spectrometry equipment. So this equipment can analyze what kinds of proteins are inside of cell. So we can actually determine that what proteins are there based on their mass size. So this is a quite good equipment that we have been using a lot. And we have one cold room. So many of the protein work. So proteins are more stable in 4°. So we keep this room as a 4° all the time. And some of researchers and graduate students during summertime, when they arrive in the building, they came into here. Cool them down. Sometimes.
They want also to become pure protein.
That's fine. And actually, our mouse facility is in the next building. Actually, that's the only mouse facility in entire UNIST campus. And underground is entirely mouses are growing there. Okay. So if we want to study some mouse, we bring from there. And then this is basically mouse room that she's now currently working to dissecting those mice. Can you see that she's dissecting?
Is it okay if I
probably,
take
probably not a good idea. She's dissecting brain. Okay. And then this room is a common chemical room. So we have many chemicals here. And this room is quite exciting. This is a room that hosting zebrafish. So we can come in. So you can see the fishes are growing, right? So these are the fishes that had genetically changed them. So fishes, they don't have certain DNA repair capacity. So therefore, we can actually looking at what kinds of organs are highly affected by mutating certain DNA repair. And also we can actually put the human tumor into zebrafish and then treat a certain treatment options to see whether we can shrink those tumors in vivo model. So those are the things that we are using. Wow. Okay.
This is exciting because, like, also going back to movies again,
Uh-huh.
I saw there was a certain woman who got like a 3rd-degree burn,
Uh-huh.
but they could not do anything, and like they were using like silverfish skin
Uh-huh.
to repair like the dead skin.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know much.
Yeah, so
so
I don't know. I didn't watch the one.
so it is my first time seeing like fish being grown in a lab.
Yeah. So we grow zebrafish from the beginning, and we have at least 50 different zebrafish model that's starting DNA repair at this moment.
Okay.
Mhm. So this is a typical laboratory. So entire this is our center. So one, it's just a common, any lab in the UNIST biology lab, you can see the same thing. And one of the things that I can show you here is that this is a typical culture room. So we culture cancer cells or normal cells and all those cells in here in the incubator, and then researchers actually manipulate them. So this is where all those things happen. We have 2 rooms because we do a lot, actually. So at least 4 or 8 different benches that scientists can work at the same time. And we have an incubator, almost 10 of incubators. And then we have many foreign researchers. She came from Mongolia, and then there are Indian and Pakistan, Kazakhstan, and all those international people are here. Yeah. Hello. So the UNIST students are interviewing our center. So we have many people from all over the world. So we have about 40%, right? 40% of total researchers here are foreigners. Okay? Okay, so that's something. There's other students and postdoctoral fellows. Hello. Here too. And then we have students from Myanmar. She's just passing through. And this is another very interesting room. We study C. elegans. So I think maybe hello. Yeah. So C. elegans is a worm, very, very tiny, beautiful worms. And they grow on top of it here. And that's the E. coli that they are eating. So we have many different systems like a bacteria and C. elegans that the Stefan is an expert in C. elegans here. So we study C. elegans, zebrafish, mouse model, and all those different organisms to study. Okay. Now also we have some common rooms that the PCR machines and scanners and everything here. Chemistry center. So this chemistry center, maybe you might be interested in to interview this place too. Yeah. Because they are doing AI and then chemical synthesis with automation. So it might be interesting to do.